Hey guys, what's up? Over here with another quick little video, a little tech tip, especially for some of the new guys that are starting the field in this industry. I'm working on a Carrier Weathermaster package unit, as you can obviously see here, and the system was low on charge. We came out here a few days ago to do the maintenance on all the systems, and this guy right here, the suction line was like 80 something degrees, low on gas. So I came back and do a leak search, and I found these schraider cords. You got one on your discharge line and you got one on your suction line, and as you see here in a second, that schraider cord is leaking. So one little tip: these cores, these pressure ports are bigger than your standard pressure ports that you would see on a typical system. The threaded portion is the same size, but the core, this little base right here is bigger, and the core that's in there, it's impossible to take out. So anytime you got a system that has a pressure port where the schraider core is leaking and you cannot take out the core for whatever reason, whether the core is melted inside or burn, or I think this one here, where the little schraider core removal tool will grab onto it, it's a lot deeper. So my schraider core tool cannot take it out. One quick tip to do: a lot of guys may think, well, heck, I'm gonna have to recover all the system, sweat this little fitting out, and put a new one, and you do not. This is a basic brass swivel tee, and you can use this instead. Obviously, the bottom base has a little the pressure there, so it'll press on this core over here to open it up to read pressure. Just make sure you put your schraider cords on these two over here. And what I like to do is I'll seal them up with some leak lock on the threads, just to make sure I don't leak on this portion right here, and tighten it up real good. And then I'll use some nylon on the threads for the caps, and I'll show you how the end result here looks once I'm done in a minute. But that's basically it, and that'll avoid you'll avoid having to recover the whole system to unsweat this little fitting right here and put a new one in there. Alright, see you in a minute. And a minute and 30 seconds later, that's what you got. And you can see over here, no leaks. No leaks at all. So some guys like to use just nylon on the threads when they screw them in there, or some guys use nothing. I don't know. I've always used leak lock because I'm not expecting to ever take this guy off again, because this valve is bad. So I've basically condemned this core. So that's usually what I've always used in these situations, and it's always worked for me. I've never had a lick of issues with it. And I'll use nylon on caps, because obviously whenever you check pressure, you need to charge up the system, you got to use nylon. You're gonna have to remove the cap. So if I'm doing a permanent thing, always use leak lock. Never had a problem with it. So thought I'd give you new techs on the field a quick little tip on how to resolve this issue here. All right, guys, see you on the next one.